Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Kenny, aka Meek the Ghost. Have you ever wanted to go to Hawaii and eat at a luau? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to make Kalua Pig and Kalua Pig and Cabbage at home in a pot. Today's ingredients are liquid smoke, sea salt, soy sauce, cabbage, and pork shoulder. Okay, so we're just cutting up our pieces of the pork shoulder into smaller groups. If you don't have pork shoulder, you can always use pork butt, but we want to make sure that we have some nice fat on top of them because, fat is flavor. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep chopping this up into smaller pieces, and we're gonna marinate it with some liquid smoke and some Hawaiian salt. And we're gonna get back to you at that part of the video, that portion. Okay, so now we got our meats cut up into smaller pieces. We're just gonna take a gallon bag, Ziploc bag. We're just gonna put it on in. Then this is where we're gonna transfer our thing into. We're gonna add our salt and our smoke into it. All right, so now we got our meat fused up. We're gonna take 2 tablespoons of our Hawaiian salt. If you can't find Hawaiian salt, you can always use kosher salt, or if you can find sea salt in the store, that'll work great. But prefer to use Hawaiian salt. So 2 tablespoons. And then we're going to use a teaspoon of liquid smoke. Okay. Oops, I split some. I'm just gonna get that right in there. Then we're gonna massage it in. Okay. So now we got our salted smoke in here. I'm just gonna massage the meat, toss it around, and I just make sure that all of the pieces get at least some of the salted smoke. Smells nice. Okay, so now that we got our meats salted and cooked with smoke, we're just gonna take our meat and we're gonna try to roll it to get some of the air out. Okay, and then we're gonna put it in our ice box or refrigerator and let it sit and marinate overnight, and we'll get back to it in the morning and start cooking. Right, so before we set our crock pot at our food that we have in, this morning, we're gonna make sure that our lid comes off and it's set to what does it say? Ceiling. Sorry. We'll make sure it's set to ceiling, and we're gonna put our product in. So first, I'm gonna add a cup of water. And I'm going to put about another teaspoon of more of the liquid smoke, because as we steam it, we don't want it to run out of too much of the flavoring. So let's make sure that we get that smoke in there. Okay. And we're going to sit in our pork that we had marinating overnight into our pot. If you get a chance and opportunity, probably want to put in like maybe 2 or 3 tea leaves. Put it like around the line, and you can put it under the pork, and it'll help keep some of the moisture inside. Okay, so we're gonna take our thing, and I believe it's this way. I have it backwards. Sorry. Oops. So now we have our food in there. We're just gonna put it to lock and close. Hear that little music. And then we're gonna set our setting manual, and we're gonna add our timer to about 2 hours, so 120 minutes. Okay, so now we had it set for that, and it just beeped and went to on, and now we just leave it. So we got ourselves a pot of water going for about half a pot, and we're going to put a ginger amount of salt, so I know it's about here's about good. I'm just going to drizzle it around, let it get in the water, and we're going to boil the water, get it ready for our cabbage. We're also going to add a cup of shoyu or soy sauce into our mix. Okay, and we're gonna just set that up, and I can drop this heat down now to about 4, so that way it gets nice and steamy while we put up our cabbage, and we don't have to worry about it too much. So we're just gonna core up our cabbage, quick couple of chops, and this is gonna go inside the little water after it's ready. I just throw it into the bowl for now while it waits. I'm gonna let it sit down and wait. Okay, so now that our thing is nice and steamy, we're gonna take off the lid and put in our cabbage into our brine or soy sauce and water. We're gonna let the cabbage wilt down. Alrighty, so after your crock pot is done, you just turn the steamer part to vent and let it go for about 10 minutes before working with the meat. Alright, and here's the moment of truth. Let's twist it open and take a quick look at those and see if they come apart with the fork. Oh, wait, that's a spoon. Hang on one second. Alright, they're falling apart. Very nice. Okay. Got some fatty juice in there, so I'm going to actually be taking some of that and pouring it into my cabbage. Just going to shred these up real quick, and we'll be right back. So I'm going to take some of that rendered fat and water from the Kalua Pig. I'm going to add it to the cabbage, and I'm going to probably add a couple of pieces of meat to float around in there. But I'm going to combine some of them in just a bit afterwards, because we're going to have two versions, the dry Kalua Pig and the Kalua Pig and Cabbage. Okay, so here's our Kalua Pig and Cabbage. That came out nice. And we got the Kalua Pig separately in the Instapot still. And we're going to take it out to meet some friends at the pool. Alright, we'll be right back. Today we have Robin and a few friends joining us today.
Hello.
We have Robin and Diane and Anne. Hi Dan, so what did you think about the meal?
Well, I have to tell you why I wanted it. I was swimming here the other day and met you guys from Hawaii, and I love to go to Hawaii and have a luau. And so I talked you into showing me how to do it in a pot, and it turned out so good. Your Kalua Pig, you started with a pork shoulder.
Yes, I did.
And then you did it for 2 hours, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, in Hawaii, they might do it overnight, but the process is the same, because in the Instapot, it steams it and makes it so tender. And then you added it to cabbage, which is one of my favorite, and some rice on the back. Oh my goodness, you gotta try this at home. It is delicious.
Thank you.
Had Katie's Kalua Pig and Cabbage. The flavor was delicious. I give it a rating of 5 out of 5.
Hello everyone, Meek the Ghost here. I just wanted to make a special thank you to Diane and Anne for joining us for our meal today. I really hope that you liked it. Hopefully we can do it again soon. Well, thank you all for joining us. You guys have a great day.